Wow. I'm gonna get to Silva fight and the BJ Penn fight, but wow, I'm very excited just by watching this. First fight was Josh Neer versus Kurt Pellegrino. Wow. Good opener. Josh Neer got his ass kicked. That's what I'm gonna say. He got dominated the whole fight. It went all 3 rounds. It went by decision. Pellegrino won by decision 27-30. All judges, and yeah, upset. I think Josh Neer really didn't do that much. I think the last round, 30 seconds, if he got a few knees in against the cage and punches, that's all he did though. The rest of the fight was mostly on the ground and pound. Try to get some submissions there. He actually got slammed when he tried to go for the armbar into the mat. And that was pretty good. So yeah, Pellegrino wins. Like I said, I knew he was going to win my predictions if you watched them in my description box. So yeah, good fight there, and good fight for the first fight of the night. Next fight was Kendall Grove versus Armida. Can't say his name, but yeah, Ricardo, sorry. Good fight. Kendall Grove, I knew he was gonna win, but it looked like he didn't. Well, yeah, he didn't win, but it went decision. It went all the way to 3rd round, just like the first fight, 30-27. Kendall Grove did not win. So you know, it was almost like the first fight. It was like as far as how entertaining it was, but it was a good fight. Kendall Grove loses to decision 30-27, and pretty good fight. First fight, I think the second fight was a little bit better. I like the second fight a little bit better, but pretty good so far. And Mir Sadala versus Johnny Hendricks. Wow, this fight lasted 30 seconds. Johnny Hendricks went in there basically you know, trying to size him up. He went to the cage. He followed him. Johnny Hendricks just started punching the crap out of him. He dropped to one knee. The referee stops the fight. They're saying they stopped it too soon. He was mad about it, but Johnny Hendricks didn't really care. I know in his head he thought he was too fast too. Like he wasn't covering himself, but he was still looking at Johnny Hendricks while he was getting hit, and he got right up right after that he got hit. So it was kind of dumb how they stopped it, but you know, Johnny Hendricks goes I think it's 5 or 6-0. And he's undefeated in his MMA career and his UFC debut, so good for him. 30 seconds, wow. Fast stoppage though. I didn't like the stoppage at all, but whatever. Shane Nelson versus Aaron Riley. I didn't get to watch this whole fight. I only got to watch the 2nd round. I think it lasted the 2nd round. Let me just check. Yeah, it says unanimous decision, just like the first two, 30-27, and yeah, Riley defeated him. I didn't get to watch it, but for what I seen in the 2nd round, the fight was pretty good. It was basically like every other fight except for the Johnny Hendricks fight, because that lasted 30 seconds. But yeah, he wins, so okay fight from what I seen. So the next fight, here we go. Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin. Wow. All right, Silva starts off. He does his head shit like, does all that shit. Freaking Forrest Griffin tries to engage. Like I said, if he engages, someone's gonna get knocked out. Anderson Silva knocks the head. Look at James Irvin. Look at Chris Lieben. They both engage him. He gets knocked out, just like everybody else. I mean, he was doing the head movement like you wouldn't believe. Like the whole fight, he wasn't trying. Head movement, punch. Head movement, punch. And at the end, head movement. Forrest Griffin went for the punch. Silva backed up. He fucking poked him in the fucking head. He basically just tapped him like that, and he got knocked out just from that. He just backs up. Ting, knocked out. That's all that happened. And he wins just from that. First round, he barely lasted 3 minutes. Like, I thought he'd go at least TKO 3rd or 2nd round, but wow, Silva, for those people that hate Silva from his last 2 fights, come on. I mean, like I said, it's not Silva's fault. It was the fighters. It was Patrick Cote's fault. It was Lattis' fault. It wasn't Forrest Griffin's fault this time, obviously. It wasn't Anderson Silva's fault. Just because it's people that he faces. I mean, he didn't even try. His last 3 fights, he didn't try. The last 2 fights were good. This one, he didn't even try, and the fight was still good because it lasted the 1st round. Wow. In my eyes, he's the best pound-for-pound fighter. You can say St. Pierre's, but come on. Like, look at what he did to Forrest Griffin in the 1st round. And if Silva versus GSP, because you know there's rumors, I think it's a fact that he's gonna versus him pretty soon, and I think Silva's gonna win, honestly. Yeah, but Forrest Griffin ran out as soon as he got knocked out. He got back to his senses, and him and his training crew went backstage and just ran out because it was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. He barely punched him; he just tapped him on the head. Wow. So Silva wins. Yeah, I like him so. BJ Penn against Kenny Florian. I gotta take stuff back that I said about Kenny Florian. I said he was in over his head, but he really wasn't. He stood his own in this fight, really did. He surprised me. It went 4 rounds until the very end. Kenny Florian is on the ground. BJ Penn was basically a side guard. He started punching him. Then he got full mount, started punching him a little bit more. He turned him around. He didn't really get him into the what's it called, rear naked choke until he used his leg and started kneeing him into the ribs, basically, or not his knee, but his leg, and then he basically got him in the rear naked choke. He just made him tap. That was his specialty. Made him tap in the 4th round. It almost went all 5 rounds. Yeah, so BJ Penn, he got tired in the 2nd round too. He was like losing a little bit, and then Kenny Florian kind of started punching him a lot there, but in the end, BJ Penn wins. Good fight, good show. I liked it better than 100. One thing that stood out for me in 100 was the Dan Henderson knockout against Michael Bisping, but this was better overall. And BJ Penn wins rear naked choke. He's still the lightweight champion. Surprised about Kenny Florian. I thought BJ Penn would I think he'd maybe dominate him a little bit more, but until the 4th round came, he got him with the rear naked choke. So hey, what are you gonna do? Well, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you watched it, definitely catch the replay if you didn't watch it. And I'm out. Peace.